Here.
Here.
Are there any conflict or interest statements?
No.
Sir.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting of July 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve those minutes.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Bid openings, I don't see any. Number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives. Nothing. Okay, before we start on correspondence number 7, we're going to skip down to letter H under, what is that under? New business for demolition hearings. And we're going to start with letter A, 4243 Dearborn Avenue.
Good morning to the board.
Good morning.
I'm here on behalf of the building commissioner and the inspections department. If I could, I guess number one, set the record. And then secondly, I do have a couple, actually 4 of the 10 that are up today are going to be continued, and I'll list those if that's okay.
Sure. Yes.
All right, so just setting the record, all of these properties, 1 through 10, have been identified as properties that are either blighted, unsafe, or otherwise fit the definition of an unsafe building under the Indiana Unsafe Building Act under 36-7-9. We do have for the board, and I'm going to present that to the board now,
Thank you.
a binder that includes photographs, current, and I have updated photographs if needed today, of the property that continues to show that property in a condition that meets the definition of an unsafe building under the Unsafe Building Act. Also, for the record, I would note that service has been made upon the owners or those with a substantial property interest in the property via certified mail, regular mail, and publications, so that we do have good service on the property owners through those means. The city's position today on those matters that are being heard will be to request that the order of demolition that was sent to the property owners be affirmed, and then move forward on that regard. The properties that are going to be continued are items 3, 6102-04 Kennedy Avenue Garage. It's a commercial property that is going to be rehabbed apparently. The owners of Chuck and Irene's are working on that building first, and we're going to give them a little time to see where they are on this one. So oh, they're here, okay. So we're going to continue that to October 2nd. All right, Kelly, you want to mention? Okay, so that's going to be continued to October 2nd. Item 5, 3 Locust Street. I've spoke with Attorney Dwayne Bars, who I see is on Zoom, and we've agreed to continue that to August 21st. That is a residential property that has had a fire. Mr. Bars represents the owner, which is the bank. And so I'd request that to be continued to 8/21. Number 9, which is 642 Spruce Street. Mr. Kearney has had conversations, and Mr. Pollock have had conversations with that owner, and we're going to request continuance of that to September 4th. And then finally, 1728 Stanton Avenue. That was a hoarder situation. The property owner passed away, and now it is being handled by an estate. I've spoken to Gary Bonk. He's the attorney for the estate, and they've cleared out the property. I've shown photos to the inspections department, and we would request that property be continued to October 2nd.
Okay.
So if you could grant those continuances now, because I think some of the attorneys will then be able to pop off or
Okay,
hop off.
so we're going to start with letter C, 6102 through 04 Kennedy Avenue, the garage.
Motion to continue this matter until October 2nd, 2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're going to skip down now to letter E, 3 Locust Street, the front.
Motion to continue this matter until August 21st, 2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter I, 642 Spruce Street.
Motion to continue to 9/4/2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And letter J, 1728 Stanton Avenue.
Motion to continue to October 2nd, 2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, and we're going to go back up to 4243 Dearborn.
Okay, is anyone here on 4243 Dearborn? Okay, for the board, this appears to be a one-story structure with the doors are open to the elements. It's owned by a Robert and Bertha Guerin, G-E-R-E-N, out of Munster. The electric meter's been pulled. It's been unoccupied for at least 4 years. You can tell that it's in a neglected state. We've had multiple cut and clean liens over that time, and the garage is unsecured and open to the elements. The owners have been unresponsive to our inspectors. I'd request that the order be affirmed.
Motion to affirm.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter B, 4420 Henry Avenue.
Is anyone here on 4420 Henry? Okay, seeing no one, this is as you can see from the photos, one-story structure with siding in the garage is significantly deteriorating. Debris is littered around the yard. The owner is a Scott Lightner, Lightner. The only address we have is 4420 Henry. The inspector noted that the owner passed away in 2023, and the properties remain vacant since that time. I'd request the order be affirmed as presented.
Motion to affirm.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter D, 7224 Lindbergh Avenue.
7224 Lindbergh, is anyone here on that property? Yeah. All right, come on up. So you can go on that side if you want. That way you have a microphone in front of you. Just to set the record for the board, I show that the owner, it's owned by Gregory McIntyre and Jacqueline McIntyre of that address. The property was involved in a fatal fire on April 1st of 2023. There's been no change in conditions since that time. Electric, gas, and water have been turned off since the fire, and we've been receiving neighbor complaints based on the condition of the property. The photos, as you can see, it's tab 4, show a boarded up building that's been damaged by fire. So the city's position is that we'd like to affirm the demolition based on the condition of the property.
Sir, could we have your name and your association with the property?
Greg McIntyre. I'm the owner of the house.
Okay. And what is your intentions with the house?
I'm trying to get a loan to rebuild. I got 2 insurance checks, and they put "and" instead of "or," and they refused to give me different checks. I'm trying to been dealing with them. I'm trying to get the "and" changed to "or." Okay?
So you
Then-
receive checks, but you do other checks? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the checks are made out to you and someone else? Jacqueline, is that what happened? So if that happens, yeah, I get it. That's probably who's on the, yeah. So, and Face Servicing. So, yeah, I mean, I obviously can't give you legal advice, but I would suggest you try to meet with an attorney, because they can hopefully help you get the correct names on the checks or work through that with you. But, in the meantime, obviously, this has been since 23. I get it. Insurance companies can be terrible to deal with, and I'm sure that's what Mr. McIntyre is dealing with. However, based upon the condition of the property, we'd request the order be affirmed. We'd give Mr. McIntyre some time. I'm sure he's been in contact with do we have the inspector there? No, he's not been. Okay, so I'd request that he also contact either Mr. Luter to coordinate an inspection of the property if need be, if his intention is to fix it up.
Bill, can you make sure that you guys touch bases? So we're going to affirm the order today to keep this process moving. It doesn't mean anything's going to happen anytime soon. And if you get in contact with Mr. Luter, he's going to talk to you before you leave. Maybe you guys can work something out and we can hopefully rectify this for you. Okay? Okay, but we're going to affirm the order just so you know, so we keep it moving.
Okay.
Okay. And it's the semi-bald guy over there? Oh, sorry, the other guy, Jordan. He's got hair.
That's right.
Jordan's got
I'm
hair.
sorry.
Jordan's got hair. Okay.
Motion to affirm.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, moving on to letter F, 1131 Lion Street.
1131 Lyons, I don't know if anyone's here. I did talk to Mr. Higgins, who, I don't know if he's on the line or not.
Good morning. I'm Derek Harvey. I'm actually here, work with Mr. Higgins.
Got it.
From
Okay,
Carlisle Wall.
So Mr. Higgins' firm, and apparently Mr. Harvey, who is also at that firm, they represent the tax sale purchaser, okay? The redemption date, I don't believe, ends till September, if I'm not mistaken, with a hearing date of, thanks, Rob. These are some updated photos of the property. And so what the record will reflect is that it's currently owned by a Godfrey and Williams and Elizabeth Prince. Is anybody here, Mr. Williams or Ms. Prince? So we did give notice to the tax sale purchaser, who is Mr. Harvey's client. This damage to this property is a result of that August 23 really bad storm that we had. It was really bad. And I believe the basement wall collapsed at that time.
Right.
And it created a problem with the house. They couldn't live there any longer just because it was unsafe. And I don't think there's been any work on that property since that time. So that's the reason for the demolition order being requested, because it's structurally unsound. So I did explain to Mr. Higgins that, you know, it's the city's usual position to move forward with the demolition order because, you know, tax sale purchasers, most likely he's not going to have the deed till next February. And during that time, we'd at least like to bid out the work and see what's going to happen. And my understanding is Mr. Harvey's client's an institutional buyer out of New Jersey, and so I assume they'll discuss with their client their options. But at this point, the city's position would be to request that the order be affirmed.
Motion to affirm.
I think Mr. Harvey,
Oh, sorry,
I'm
Mr.
sorry,
Harvey, sorry.
may want to be heard.
Mr. Harvey, can you hear us?
I can, thank you. Yeah, I mean, basically echoing what he stated there, we represent the tax sale purchaser. Of course, as he's explained, we don't have a hearing on that tax sale certificate until December and expect a deed in February. We would just request, you know, as much time as we can, if that's something that we can work with the city to allow our client to get in there to, you know, even just assess what the damage is. At this point, my client has no right to possess or right or of entry or any sort of control there. So it's kind of difficult, you know, without trespassing for them to look at the property. So our request is just for, you know, additional time to be able to gauge what those damages are and allow them, when the time comes, to be able to have that property and bring it back to a condition that that would be acceptable to both the city and our client.
Okay. I think we're good then, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to make sure I send the photos, which I'm sure they don't have, to Mr. Harvey and Mr. Higgins, so they'll at least have those for their clients.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for being here today.
Of course.
Motion to affirm the order.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter G, 1024 Reese Avenue.
Is anybody here for 1024 Reese? Yes. All right, let me step up. So the record is it's owned by R&D Company LLC out of Dyer. The photos that I presented to the board show a one-story structure that's been boarded up and in significant disrepair. This property experienced a significant fire on November 19th of last year. It's my understanding that it was under construction without permits at that time, and that the inspections department believes that the non-permitted contractors were the cause, or at least a cause, of the fire. All gas and electric has been disconnected. You can see that there's extensive damage to both the exterior and interior of the structure, and we've been receiving neighbor complaints on that property. So based on the condition of the property, we'd request that the demolition order be affirmed and the record that we presented to the board.
Good morning, sir. Could you give us your name and your association with the property?
Sure, my name is Ron Walaki, this is my brother Dan. We are the owners, R&D Company.
Okay. And could you tell us what your plans are for the
Yeah, we
address?
intend to secure financing in order to rehab the place. And I'm happy to report that we are very close to closing, I hope, mid-month on financing to start rehabbing.
Are you guys representatives of R&D companies that you're?
We're the owners.
Owners, that you're members of that LLC?
Correct.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Ron and Dan,
Ron and Dan. Last name?
R&D, you got it.
WILOCKI.
Thank you. Okay, great. R&D, got it.
So I think this is going to be the kind of situation we had earlier. We're going to affirm the order today. We have to keep the process moving.
Okay.
But if you're in contact with either, with Jordan over there, before you leave, you can kind of keep him up to date with what's going on.
Certainly.
And then hopefully we can work something out prior to this being bidded out or actually coming down.
Understood.
Okay?
Yeah.
You guys are good with that?
Yeah, we hope to move forward quickly, so
We hope you can too. That's our hopes always with these properties, so.
appreciate it.
Okay, so you want to see Jordan before you leave today,
Thank
okay? Thank you, guys.
Motion to affirm the order.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter H, 2 through 6 Ruth Street, the front.
Is anyone here on 2-6 Ruth? Okay, I do have some updated photos.
Okay?
This property, you may be familiar with, it's a large apartment complex, a large apartment building, probably built early 20th century, that's been vacant for some time on State Line and Ruth. The issue lately is not only the fact that it's been vacant for many years, and we've had to deal with squatters in that building, Recently, some of the facade started to fall into the front yard. You can see some of the photos that there's like white plaster facade falling. There's also concern about the balcony on the state line side. It is currently owned by Hammond Investments LLC. You may recognize that name. That was the owner of, or one of the owners before they started transferring it around on 2634 Ruth down the block that we had to end up demoing. So it's currently vacant. We're concerned about its structural integrity, and based on the condition of the property, we would request the matter be affirmed.
Okay.
Motion to affirm.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
I think that covers all the properties. The only other one I wanted to potentially call up if we could is Mr. Peterson's here on 7235-41 Calumet. I believe it's, let me just make sure on the agenda.
Yeah.
Good morning. Attorney Jonathan Peterson.
I
on
have it
behalf of
as
the property.
10D.
Okay, we're going to move on to 10, old business, letter D, status for 7235 through 41 Calumet
I'm
Avenue.
going to turn it over to Jordan in a second. I just wanted to set the record. Last time we were here, I know that Mr. Peterson was working with the inspections department regarding water hookups and gas hookups. We haven't signed the covenant that it's kind of waiting in the wings as soon as Mr. Peterson's client and the inspections department finalize their work. So that's, I think, where we set it last.
Morning, Board.
Morning.
We were reached out on Tuesday, I believe, by Chloe, which I believe is a member of Area.
No, Chloe is the paralegal in my office.
Okay.
In your office? Okay, so I need to reach out to her to schedule the inspection. She confirmed that the work was completed and that we can get in there to get the inspection finalized.
We're happy to coordinate that. I think we just need a little bit more time. The inspector will get in. I'm confident that Area Plumbing has completed the work satisfactorily, and I think Jordan will be able to go in and confirm that, and we can wrap this up. I can't confirm what Attorney Smith has said. We have negotiated the covenants, and we're prepared to execute those upon final approval by the city.
So what do we think is a good amount of time? A week or two, 3? What's,
Be safe.
As early as possible. So if we can get in there next week at some point, then we can get the inspection taken care of.
Yeah, the only hitch is Chloe's on vacation next week, but I have another paralegal, Natalia,
Okay.
who will coordinate with you. So
Awesome.
we'll get the keys to you and assist you in that inspection. So maybe we kick it 30 days, and hopefully we don't have to come back in 30 days.
okay, is that good, Joe?
September 4th day would work fine.
Is that good?
That, I've got a hearing. How would September 11th?
Works for me.
Okay.
Motion to set the matter for status for September 11th, 2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Good seeing you.
Okay. Now we're going to go back to the front of the agenda to correspondence. Letter A, correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, requesting the approval of the resignation of Correctional Officer Marissa Chavez, effective close of business August 13th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter B, correspondence received from Jeffrey Long, Assistant Chief of Police, requesting the approval of a disciplinary action against a civil employee.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Letter C, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $8,460 of CIB funding to be allocated for the geotechnical engineering services with Advanced Engineering Services with corresponding agreement.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is for geotechnical engineering services for the design of Fire Station Number 7 at the southeast corner of 175th and Columbia. So the CIB met on Monday, approved the funding allocation. I asked for your approval of that and the agreement with Advanced Engineering Services.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Letter D, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $32,147.75 of CIB funding to be allocated for the relocate street lighting on Kennedy Avenue at US 20 for bridge modifications.
So NDOT needs us to do some utility relocations for a bridge widening at US 20 over Kennedy Avenue. These quotes were received by this board a couple weeks ago. There's a recommendation from Nice Engineering on awarding this work to Hawk, which was the low responsive quoter. In that amount, CIB met Monday and approved the funding allocation, so I'd ask for your approval of both actions.
Okay. The other side.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter E, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $92,300 of CIB funding to be allocated for the 2025-2 CCMG 165th Street from Kennedy Avenue to Kentucky and Michigan Street from Hammond to Calumet, design and corresponding proposal.
So we received an agreement for professional services from First Group Engineering to help us design and apply for the Community Crossings Matching Grant. For those two projects, CIB met Monday and approved the funding allocation, so I'd ask for your approval of both the agreement and the funding allocation.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter F, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $16,343 of CIB funding to be allocated for the Clark Field Storm Sewer redesign, supplemental and corresponding supplemental professional services with Nice Engineering.
A few changes that needed to occur at Clark Field to accommodate the drainage and the relocation of the sanitary sewer when the fire station 2 gets demolished. So this is a proposal from Nice, and their funding allocation was approved Monday at the CIB.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter G, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $2,250 of CIB funding to be allocated for the Kennedy Avenue stump removal, Howard's Tree Service submitted for approval.
Yeah, this work wasn't included in the Kennedy Road Diet project because it was behind the curb line, essentially. So we asked Howard's to give us a quote for that work. CIB met Monday to approve the funding allocation, so I'd ask you to approve the quote and the funding allocation, please.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter H, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $13,375 of CIB funding to be allocated for the pavement markings and signs on Northcott Avenue at River Drive submitted for approval.
We solicited for quotes for the project. High Star Traffic was the low responsive quoter. This was to improve, or is to improve, the signage and pavement markings on Northcott Avenue at River Drive, where the bike trail, the Little Calumet River Trail crosses. If you're northbound on Northcott, you come over the bridge and the trail's right there, and so we wanted to improve the visibility.
Gotcha.
CIB approved that funding allocation on Monday. It asked for your approval of both the quote and the funding allocation.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Letter I, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $300,000 of CIB funding to be allocated for the 2025 sidewalk program and attached agreement.
So we have an annual contract with J&J Newell Concrete to do our sidewalk program. They held their prices from last year, so really all we're doing is setting a budget for the sidewalk program for $300,000 this year, so I'm just asking for your approval of the funding allocation.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter J, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $300,000 of CIB funding to be allocated for the 2025 roadway maintenance, pavement, preservation, crack sealing work with attached agreement.
So we have a standing agreement with Site Services to do crack sealing throughout the city. This is a budgetary amount set aside for that work. So all we're doing is asking for your approval of the funding allocation for crack sealing.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter K, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $927,000 and $793 of CIB funding to be allocated for the repaving Erie Lackawanna Trail from Sibley 80 to 8094 and contract with Milestone Contractors, who was low, responsive, and responsible bidder.
So it's been a while, but you may recall in May, we opened bids for resurfacing of the Erie-Lackawanna Trail. We had a base bid from 8094 to Conkey Street, roughly, Calumet at Conkey, roughly, and an alternate from there north to Sibley. We've decided, this is a mayor's initiative, he'd like this work completed. It took us a while to figure out how we were going to fund the project. So CIB funded about $260,000 worth. We showed the full amount because we have to do it that way. And so I'm asking for your approval of both the funding allocation that was approved Monday and the agreement with Milestone Contractors to do the resurfacing of the trail.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, moving on to letter L. Correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $45,000 of CIB funding to be allocated for the construction engineering services for the repaving of the Erie-Lackawanna Trail from Sibley to I-8094.
Same project, this is the engineering for construction engineering. Ask for your approval of the agreement and the funding allocation that was approved on Monday.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Letter M, correspondence received from the Controller's Office requesting the approval of the renewal of amusement device license for American Legion Post 232.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter N, correspondence received from Most Wonderful King Solomon Universal Grand Lodge, Most Worshipful King Solomon Universal Grand Lodge requesting to close the street at the corner of Sibley to the North Alley on Maywood Avenue on August 16th, 2025 for their friends and family cookout.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter O, correspondence received from Travis Campbell, 7328 Nebraska, requesting do not block driveway signs submitted for approval. Yeah.
Residential driveway, we don't normally place signs. We would suggest that we contact the requester and suggest that they have the driveway painted on either side to indicate no parking.
Okay.
So, and Public Works would do that, so if Linda could contact the requester and let them know, we would allow the painting to occur on the curb line.
For the record, he just says sometimes people park in front of his driveway, so I can handle that from the police angle also, so.
Okay.
Okay. Just send it. Okay.
We don't need to take
Good.
an action
Okay.
today, right?
Yeah, we're not going to take any action on that. I'm going to actually have somebody reach out to him.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, letter P, correspondence received from Doug Davis requesting handicap parking sign at 637 Kane Street and approval for yellow paint at the drive approach submitted for approval. Yeah.
I was petitioning for a handicap parking in front of my place there. I spoke with Mr. Button. He said, show up at the meeting, and also the yellow paint on the driveways, on the front driveway going into the building.
For a parking spot, right? Is that what it amounts
Yes.
to? He called me, and Mr. Button, we're good with it. That recommendation you made is, still stands?
Yeah, I met with Mr. Davis and his wife last week to sort of help figure out what the best plan of attack. So this came up last October, November, and I unfortunately wasn't here and I didn't know anything about it. So we did some research, met with Mr. Davis, and it was my advice that, similar to the last item on the agenda, that we paint the curbs on either side of the driveway to indicate that being no parking, because we don't want people parking in the driveway access, which actually comes to an overhead door to the building, so that he can take his storage in and out of the building. And then they applied to Public Works for a accessible space in front of the building. They do meet the requirements. He has a placard for that. So we'd ask that we put a accessible space in front of his building
Okay.
for his purposes.
Okay.
And so, yes, I ask
Okay.
that you approve the action.
Motion to approve and to forward to Public Works for follow-up.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Letter Q, correspondence received from Mr. Villar Ramirez, 1155 Roosevelt, requesting to hold a block party on August 16th, 2025, from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. with signatures attached.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 8, matters from board members. Anything?
Oh, I think you're adjudicating this very well.
I think we've adjudicated quite a bit of stuff
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Okay. Number 9, new business, letter A, funding allocation request forms requesting $2,477.50 of the 3rd District Gaming Fund to be allocated for the Real McCoy Hoop Session T-shirts, $6,000 of the 6th District Gaming Fund, and $12,000 of the 5th District Gaming Fund to be allocated to the Park Gaming Account Festival Over the Lakes, submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, first extension of agreement to rehabilitate property located at 2104 Sherman Street, submitted for approval.
You guys are good with that?
Signed too, yeah. That's good.
I'm for Sherman Street.
What was that, sir?
Hello? Yeah, 2104 Sherman Street, right?
Sherman Street.
Yeah, that's my property.
Okay, who are you, sir?
I'm the owner at 2104.
No, but what's your name, sir?
Oh, Leandre Fentress.
Okay.
Andre Pinterest.
And what do you have to add today?
I turned in the paperwork they requested. I was just making sure that everything was approved, I guess.
Okay.
I did have the inspection come out to.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yes, we're okay to approve that new rehab agreement. We requested it. And he signed it, so we're ready for him to continue moving forward on that property.
Okay, and it's Fentress?
Fentress, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Fentress, did you understand we're approving that today?
Okay, I'll just double check. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, we're good.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter C, right-of-way permits received from engineering, submitted for approval.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 3, one from Hessville Plumbing, just for water service, one for NIPSCO retiring and doing a bypass in the alley of a property on 6647 Kennedy. And also on 1220, this was actually approved in May. They are pulling new fiber through the manhole structures. They had to wait to get the state permit, and they just received it, so it's not gonna really affect us any. There might be a little bit of a lane restriction on 20, but besides that, it wouldn't affect us. It's pretty much a informational purposes for the
Okay.
city. So I would recommend approval.
Thanks, Mark.
Motion to approve.
I second.
Oh, I got you. I didn't see that. Should I leave? Dean, can we talk, can you come up for 1 second? Should this be mentioned?
Just face down up here.
This is really just a matter of.
Point of
So
information.
we don't need to, should we read
It's
it?
state road.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so it
it's-
doesn't, we can't do anything about it anyway.
Well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
Information.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, I'm sorry, Willow Court, this is our street.
Yeah.
They're closing it underneath.
Okay.
I would request it.
Okay.
It is Willow Court, it is our jurisdiction.
Okay, I just,
I'll put it someplace else.
okay,
How
yeah.
you wanna do that?
No, we can make it down. Let's do it now. Okay, just for the record, we may have missed this earlier, but on Thursday, August 7th, 2025, which is today, obviously, they will be closing Willow Court under the bridge for 21 days, approximately 21 days. So we just want to make that known to everyone.
And that's NDOT's contractor working on the Calumet Avenue Bridge, doing painting and resurfacing.
Gotcha, okay.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, moving on to letter D, request for rental registration hearing submitted for approval.
Motion to set that date for August 21st, 2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter E, garage sale permit submitted for approval. Yep, we're good.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter F, late business license hearing, Raptors Tree Service. Good morning. Hi. Could you give us your name and your association with the business?
Yadira Alvarez Orozco, owner.
You're the owner?
Yes.
Can you pull that mic down a little bit towards you? Just pull it, there you go. There you go. Okay, can you set the record for us, please?
So they started their business in 2023. It's a home business, and any business that is in the city of Hammond needs a business license. So I had brought it to her attention and let her know how many years she was behind, so 24, 25, and we're now going into 26. So she's here, I guess, to ask for the waiving of the late fees because she was unaware of getting a business license.
So is it 23, 24, and 25 then, or just 24 and
Well, she
25?
started in 23, and the way the business licenses go, they expire June 30th of every year, so it's 23, 24, and then 24 to 25, and we're
Okay.
now going 25 to 26.
Okay. And because she's new, this has never happened before that we, with her, with any other business? She's never had an issue before?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
You guys good with it?
Yep.
You good with it?
We're good with waiving the late fees as a one-time courtesy.
We are too.
Yeah.
Ma'am, just make sure you understand that it's only a one-time courtesy, okay? So make sure you stay on top of this going forward.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have all the paperwork now for her to
I
get
do.
licensed? Okay. Motion to waive the late fees for 23, 24, 24, 25, and 25, 26 is not
Right,
going
it
into
was
it.
based on waiting for this to see how we were gonna move forward.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
If you'd like to stay after the meeting, you'll get a copy and you can pay that today if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Where are we at here? Yeah. Excuse me, yeah. Letter G, a plat for signature for Hammond Mercantile Plaza, 3514 169th Street. Yep. Ginormous plat. Okay. Go ahead.
Morning.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
So this is part of the Briery Shopping Center. It's an outlet. It used to be the BMO Harris Bank. Attorney Jim Weezer is here representing his client, but it's been purchased. It's gonna be, they're gonna tear down the bank and, build a new commercial structure there, but we had to go through a process to re-subdivide the land as a one-lot subdivision. It had some issues like rededicating 169th Street right away was still part of the parcel, different things, easements, but after this, they are prepared to go take it to the Lake County, record it. They'll also record those 2025 easements with it so that they're written in on the Mylars. But
What are they gonna put in that building? Can we ask her?
I believe right now they're looking at a Dollar Tree as the retail, and then an as yet to be named restaurant. There'll be a drive-through on the east side of it,
Okay,
where there used to be the ATM, pull up.
gotcha, yeah. Okay. Good, yep.
Yeah,
Right.
if it looks good. Thank you.
Guess you're gonna sign the plat and a motion to approve your signing.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to number 10, old business. Letter A, status for 6333 Garfield.
Code Enforcement Commissioner.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Progress.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Okay, go ahead, Bill.
So as you can see by the pictures, the house has been painted. The belief is now, or the feeling is now, that the property does blend in more with the neighborhood. Doesn't mean that work has to stop, but the city is okay with issuing an order to rescind for the demo on that property.
Okay.
So do we do that at a later date, or do we need paperwork to rescind that order, or we just?
Yeah, I don't think we take any action. I'll just get it to Attorney Smith's office to
Okay.
So no action today?
get the order to rescind. I don't think we'll need any action, as long as they understand that we're done, but they have to, and I'll speak with them after the meeting about continuing to work and finish the other stuff that needs to be done. But the backyard was mowed when I was by there yesterday. It looks great. Still have to put the fence up and do some work on the deck, but otherwise the house is acceptable by our
Okay.
standards.
So it's just information.
Does she understand everything that Mr. Luter told her today?
Yes, I understand everything.
Okay. We'd like to thank her for staying on top of all the work she's done, and hopefully she continues doing what needs to be done.
Yes, I will do it, I will do it. I'll
Okay.
continue to work on it.
Thank you very much.
You don't need a date or anything, Billy?
No, we'll
No.
just get the order to rescind. We'll get
Okay.
that on a later board
Okay.
meeting.
Thanks for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Excuse me, may I ask a question?
Is it
Hi,
Hi.
on Zoom. Hi, my name is Shannon Egan. I'm the attorney for the mortgage company. May I get a copy of the order by contacting the office, or how would I do that?
Good with you guys, right, Bill?
Yeah, once we have the order done, we can probably have Attorney Smith send that order to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, great. Thank you so much.
Or you'd have to get a hold of Linda here in the law office, or law department, and she'll get that information to you once we have that order approved.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. Moving on to letter B, status for 5217 Holman Avenue. Anybody here from 5217 Holman Avenue?
Yeah, I do believe the owners are here.
Oh, good strategy, guys, bringing a cute little girl with you. Nice.
Babysitting.
Okay, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you tell us what's going on right now?
So we secure the panels, they were hanging, we were securing the panels, they were hanging loose. The company that we hired, then they pulled the permit. And we're getting quotes, how much it will cost to remove all the panels. But for now, so we have some pictures. If they need it, I mean, I'm sure the inspector probably, they drove
You
by
guys
it.
seen it?
Yeah, we've been by, I don't believe there's any work been done. The scaffolding is up,
Okay.
but nothing's been removed.
We were supposed to remove all the panels. Wasn't told.
I believe the last time we asked for, the problem was they had the company license, but only for concrete work, not for the work that needs to be done here. So they're still an unlicensed contractor, and they have the scaffolding up, but no work has commenced as far as taking them down. I believe the order, or the recommendation last time was to have the panels removed, or at least starting that work.
Well, yeah, that's what I think we talked to them about that. I think that's what their company's called under, concrete something.
But they were just licensed for concrete work. They were not licensed for the construction work. When they applied for the license, they only applied for a concrete license.
So-
Yeah, we have to talk to them. So we have pictures that we did remove and secure some of those panels. But we are working on removing basically all of them. We are working with a buyer right now. He's aware of everything. We just kind of wanted to find out how much time do we have so we could remove all the panels, and then once the buyer moves forward, he can obviously come and see you guys in regards to that.
Morning, Board. May I ask what company is doing the work? Because AA Scaffolding, who put the scaffold up, is not licensed. The company the concrete side of the company is. They came and tested for concrete. They're not licensed for structural.
Yeah, that's what they told us in the beginning.
This is what happens when there's failure to communicate. I've extended my phone number and emails to you, and I have no contact. I go by there pretty much every day. I have not seen any action whatsoever. So if someone's been taking down panels, they're doing it without a permit and without any contact with us as far as how to proceed.
I mean, we'll talk to them, that's what we were told, but it wasn't like an extensive amount of work. What our goal is.
Absolutely, it wasn't.
What our goal is to remove basically all the panels.
And that's what we're requesting,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so, and the buyer actually is aware of that, so we're trying to communicate with them. So it's like, we would need time to remove all of them, whether it's gonna be us, or once the buyer has the title, they can also move forward. We just need kind of a timeline, because it's gonna be removing all of them. We're also gonna remove the wood, because that's the reason why they're loose.
They're coming off.
So we definitely wanna get that done. Obviously, we need a little bit more time for all the panels. And if that's the case, then we're gonna have to, get the right people in place for that.
Absolutely. We're going to have to get, whoever's going to be doing the work is going to be licensed. I'd love to have the conversation with the new buyer.
Yes.
Going forward.
That's because they're gonna pretty much get
Can
the
I add
license.
something, guys? So in the July 24th meeting, our understanding was the order was to remove all the panels, and they were going to be removed, and we set a date of August 31st to have that completed or almost completed at best. You said initially they were secured, so none have been removed up until this point?
Yeah, well, there was one really loose one that was removed. That was like the most dangerous one.
Okay, so now we understand they have to be removed. What is being done to remove them?
Well, so we're communicating with the new buyer, right? So it's like, it's either we're doing it, or if the buyers move quicker, then they're gonna basically end up doing it. We just need a good timeline so we can plan out which way we're going.
I understand it, but it's a safety hazard, and we're delaying stuff because we don't know who's responsible for doing it. Somebody has to be responsible.
We're responsible.
Well, then we gotta get that, we have to get that done then.
We were asking what's the most timeline we can have for that removal?
But I mean, it's been 2 weeks and we haven't done anything. That's what I'm understanding here
So
today.
there were like some loose panels, and
Yes.
we thought that's the most stringent problem. They will have to secure or remove those panels, right?
So have they been removed?
They were removed, but I had no idea that the guy is not licensed to remove the panels. Well, he gave us a permit. Like I did not look into if he's licensed, if he's not licensed. But he came and he removed those panels. He gave us a code for everything, but he couldn't, like, in a week to remove all the panels.
Removing the panels is a high priority, and I don't feel like you guys are looking at it that way, and we need to get that done. So we need to get a licensed contractor, and now you tell me, how long is it gonna take to get them removed? Because this is frustrating from our perspective, because we know it's a safety hazard, and nothing's being done to remove the panels, it seems like, at least.
The scaffolding they have up is only 1 story high. There are panels that are, 4th and 5th floor that are gonna have to be removed, and 1 story of scaffolding is not gonna do that.
So what do you recommend we should do?
I believe you said you had a status date of August 31st?
That was the date that we set on July 24th as a date for this to be completed.
Okay.
No,
They said they were the ones that said they needed to August 31st. What's that?
Kevin, Attorney Smith has asked for an August 21st status date. And I hope by that time we can have some work progressing. Whoever's going to be doing the work, come and get licensed, proper permit pulled.
August 21st status date.
I will provide pictures of.
August 31st.
And what do we hope is accomplished by August 21st?
We have to start removing panels. I mean, significant progress. And it just, I've seen no panels removed. I'd have to compare pictures. But, I mean, I don't know who's doing the work or who's supposedly going to do work. I have no contact with the buyer or potential buyer. So I don't even know who that gentleman is.
So guys, we're going to set this for 2-week status from now.
Okay,
In those 2 weeks, you must secure a licensed contractor, and you must be removing panels by that point, or there's going to be a problem at that point. I think we're being as lenient as we can about this, but it's a safety hazard. I mean, I don't know what other way to put it. So is that good? 2 weeks from now, you guys get a licensed contractor and start removing panels?
Kelly said that in the minutes that they needed to have it done in 2 weeks. 31st was requested by them. Kelly then said they needed to get it done in 2 weeks. So it should have been done.
You said Kevin's the one requesting the status date of August 21st?
That's correct.
Okay. So can we have some communication between you guys?
Please.
After this is over and set, make sure you guys are talking to them, okay? So we know
Okay.
what's going on? Okay, we're just gonna set that date then, if that's good, yeah. Okay,
A motion to set this for status for August 21st,
I-
2025.
Sorry. I second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Letter C, status for 6918 Van Buren.
This one will be in order to rescind. The garage has been demolished.
Okay,
We had the pictures we gave him to Kevin, and he took off with them, so, but
yeah, we're rescinding the order then?
we'll rescind the order, so really no action needed today.
No action, okay. Letter E, status for 4934 Ash. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Could you tell us your name again and your association with the property?
Walter Jackson, I'm the owner.
Okay, could you tell us what's going on?
I just spoke with the people that's completing the outside work, and they said it should be done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
And is that the, remind me, Bill, is that the,
I could have printed up the pictures I did last time. That house has looked like that since the last status hearing.
Right.
There's been no work done on that house. The shingles are worthless by now because they've been laying on the roof with all the heat. You know, the house is at least house wrap, but the window's missing in front, so it's been exposed to more of the elements. I'm not even sure where we are on the rehab agreement, if it's expired.
do you remember when you were here last, sir?
A month ago, like July.
Can you tell us what's been accomplished in the last month?
The only thing I've noticed, it's been a sticker put on the house for the inspection approval, but they haven't done any work.
So then today, as of today, you're telling us 2 weeks. How do we know that something will be done in 2 weeks that wasn't done in a month?
I'm just relaying what they told me. I've been going through a lot trying to get them to come to work, but it's not anything on my part. I can't get them to show up.
Okay.
But 2 weeks, I'm hoping something's done. If not, then I gotta, get somebody else out there to complete the task.
Well, I don't want to wait 2 weeks before we get somebody out. There's not somebody work.
Oh, I understand.
Okay. So are you okay with 2 weeks, Bill?
I'm going to set that 8/21 date, and if no work has progressed, then we can just continue moving forward.
Okay.
We have his bond, so if he can't get somebody to complete the work, then we'll give him a 10-day notice.
So do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Motion to set this for status for 8/21/25.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Please make sure so there's some progress in the next 2 weeks, okay?
Okay.
Should be completed as soon as possible.
All right.
Okay. Letter F, status for 944 Murray.
This one, there's a problem with the rehab agreement. Somehow it got sent to myself and back to Kevin's office, but never to the owner.
Okay?
MVPC Properties has rehabbed several. I think last week we just did an order to rescind on 1101 Roosevelt. They're working on 1152. They've done probably 20, 25, 30 houses with no issues. So I have no problem giving another 90-day rehab.
Okay.
I don't think any work has started because they just got the
So we need to okay the rehab and then set a status for 90 days?
Yeah, we'll do 90 days, and then we'll get Kevin's office in a new one.
Don't we need the rehab agreement in front of us to?
We need to do that? Okay, so then we'll get a new rehab agreement, get it signed, get approved, and give them a new status. So, but in the meantime, they can come in and start posting the bond, start pulling the permits, and
You want October 2nd or October 9th?
9th is fine.
Okay.
Motion to set this for status for October the 9th.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you for being here today.
They gotta come back up.
Letter G, status for 6740 Indianapolis Boulevard.
This is the Popeye's Chicken that had the fire, I believe it was 23 maybe?
23, 22.
I'm happy to say work has finally begun, and we have a representative from Legion Construction Management that's overseeing the project with Popeyes.
How you doing, sir? Can we have your name,
Good morning.
please?
Jim Lamperis.
Okay, and can you tell us what's going on with the property?
Sure, we broke it up into two phases since it's been vacant and an eyesore for the city. So we broke it up into two phases because we're waiting on NIPSCO to energize the building, which is going to be not to the end of September, beginning of October. So we currently started interior demolition and fire remediation. And on the exterior, we're going to be doing the exterior structure per the plans that have been permitted by the city. So this exterior structure should be done in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. And we'll clean everything up, get the lot looking correct, and then put up new opening soon signs. And then once we get energized, I'd say it'd be about 30 to 45 days after that will be completed, which will be mid-November.
Any idea why they have to wait till the end of September, October to energize the building?
It's switchgear, it's material delays, it's throughout the country.
Okay.
So once the switchgear gets installed and we can rough that in, then NIPSCO comes out and they'll approve our rough in at that point. And then it's probably 6-7 weeks after that, then they'll energize the building and then we can fire up everything, get going inside with the kitchen and finishes.
Okay, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome, thank you.
So if we want to set a status date for maybe that, you said probably beginning of October is when you hope to be energized?
Yes.
Maybe we can do something that 10-9 day?
October 9th date?
That's fine.
Okay.
Motion to set the matter for status for October 9th, 2025.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay, number 11, late rental registration hearings, letter A, 521 Vine and 519 Vine. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Could you give us your name and your association with the property?
My name is Marshall Crick. I'm the owner.
What was the last name?
Crick,
Okay.
C-R-I-C-K.
Okay, can you tell us what happened?
I bought the house in 2010. I turned in a registration form saying that I was going to be living there in the front or the back unit. My brother was living in the front unit, and it was going to be family resided.
Okay, so you've never rented out the property?
I just started renting it out in July.
In July?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the owner, Mr. Crick, right?
Correct.
He was the owner since 6 of 2010, and then it was changed to a trust, 5/3 of 24. I believe he put it into a living trust. It is 2 units. We're here for 24 and 25 to waive the late fee, and since it was owner and relative occupied, there's been no previous appeals.
Okay, but I mean, he doesn't need to register anyway, correct, if he's not renting it?
He still has to register 1 unit because 1 unit's rented and the other one is owner occupied.
Okay.
And then if that owner occupation changes, then he has to register both units.
Until July, it was all me and my brother. In July, it changed to I have a tenant.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying, so he doesn't.
My
Is your
house is a
brother-
duplex. So I lived in 519, my brother lived in
understand that,
521.
So there's not, your brother's no longer living there now?
Correct.
Is that
They
what you're
bought a new
saying?
house, they moved out. So in July, I made it back into a rental. And I went to go turn in the forms and they told me I had to come here.
He had to come get it because he had missed the date and then the name transfer.
Okay.
So you still for 24 and 25 since this happened this year?
Yeah, we can keep it just as 25 since it was, that's what I'm saying.
But I also
Yeah.
had that, I'm still within that 30-day window of having to do the, turn that stuff in.
Yeah. So we just need for 25,
For 25, one unit.
Okay, got it.
You okay with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank
Sir, if you'd like to, after the meeting, she'll give you a copy, you can pay the $5.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, thank you. 908, excuse me, letter B, 908 Cherry Street. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Could you give us your name and your association with the property?
Yolanda Medran. We're owners. Members.
Owners?
Yeah, members.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened in 25 this year?
it doesn't happen often. I have a lot of properties, but this one, I have new people training my kids to take over. So we overlooked at that one. We
Okay.
actually did, just overlooked at it. I thought that we were gonna have it with other ones that, the same time as the other ones, but I guess this one was just about 5 or 7 days late.
I'm not sure how late it was, but they did purchase the property, AB Properties purchased the properties in March of this year. So
Okay.
it sounds like they had a house that was almost ready to go.
Okay.
And probably, sounds like they said, missed the 15th deadline.
Okay, you own other properties in
Yes.
Hammond? Yes. Okay, so you know you do this between January 1st and April 15th?
Yes.
Okay.
Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to meetings now open to the public. Anybody have anything they want to say? Okay. Good to go.
A motion to adjourn.
I second.